Ayan. So good day, everyone. I am Zarina Macy Almarin, the Vice President for Academic Affairs of this Federation year 2024 to 2025. And today we will be tackling a fundamental topic in cost accounting. So for this one, this is under cost management sa current curriculum. And yung topic is standard costing and variance analysis. Like mga previous tutorial ko, konti pa hapyaw lang why we do this um, process and bakit important siya. And ayun, parang yun lang naman. And then we can proceed sa mga formulas kasi very heavy talaga sa solving yung topic na to. Okay? Let's proceed. So for standard costing, before we determine what standard costing is, we have to determine muna ano ba yung meaning ng standard cost. Okay? Standard costs are the should be cost of production, expenses. Ano ba yung mga ginagastos natin to produce a product? Yung mga components ng manufacturing cost natin. That's direct materials, direct labor, factory overhead. Yun yung mga cost of production. Ngayon, tinawag siya standard kasi ito yung mga dapat or yung expected cost natin na gagastusin when producing our final product. Okay? Next, standard costs are predetermined costs that have been agreed upon by the management, hence the word standard. Standard costs are predetermined costs that have been agreed upon by the management. Bakit? Kasi when you are planning to do or to produce a product, actually, hindi lang when producing a product, for example na lang, true to life experience natin. Sa organization, when we are um, trying to open or ayun, we are trying to uh, execute events. We have budget proposals bago natin ma-approve, bago ma-approve yung event natin. Kailangan muna ay may budget proposal tayo. And ayun, parang ganun yung ginagawa ng management na parang may budget proposal sila. Therefore, nag-estimate tayo ng cost, which are called the standard cost. Ito yung expect natin gagastusin natin to produce the product. Or yung, again, if yung example ko kanina, ito yung expected cost na gagastusin natin para sa event na gagawin natin. Okay? Standard costing is the practice of substituting unexpected costs for an actual cost. It is considered a measure of performance. Bakit? Standard costing kasi, since meron na nga tayong mga estimated costs, we will then compare them sa actual na gagastusin natin. Dito na pumapasok yung variance analysis. Since i-compare natin yung actual cost doon sa estimated cost natin, makikita natin if tumaas ba tayo sa dapat na gagastusin natin based on the budget? Or meron pa tayong excess na natitira? Hindi natin entirely na-exhaust yung budget natin. And yet, we still got the results na we wanted. Ayun. That is why it's considered a measure of performance. Kasi kapag yung actual cost natin na-exceed niya yung ating standard cost, it will be unfavorable. Kasi mas marami kang ginagastos eh. Pero kapag yung standard cost natin nag-exceed siya sa actual cost natin, then it is favorable. Kasi less yung na gastos natin. Okay? For standard costing and variance analysis, again, matatakal natin dito yung direct materials, direct labor, and factory overhead. Now, move na tayo sa mga variances natin. First, direct material variance. Formulas muna tayo. Ayan, actual quantity multiplied by actual price less actual quantity multiplied by standard price, you will get the material price variance. And then actual quantity multiplied by standard price less standard quantity multiplied by standard price, you will get the material quantity variance. If you add the material price variance and the material quantity variance, you will get the direct material variance. Tip, AAASSS. Sa pinaka-left natin, if nakita nyo, actual silang lahat. And sa pinaka-right, makita mo, standard silang lahat. Okay? So from this, you can see na nag-move tayo from actual to standard. Kaya nahanap natin yung mga variances sila. Again, ayan. AQ multiplied by AP minus AQ multiplied by SP, you will get MPV. Dito naman, AS ay AQ multiplied by SP minus SQ multiplied by SP, you will get the material quantity variance. Okay? Similar siya sa concept ni direct labor. For direct labor, we just use hours instead of quantity and rate instead of price. So, actual hours multiplied by actual rate minus actual hours multiplied by standard rate, you will get labor rate variance. Actual hours multiplied by standard rate plus standard hours multiplied by standard rate, you will get the labor efficiency variance. Again, tip is AAASSS. If you add the LRV and the LEV, you will get the total direct labor variance. Okay? Next, factory overhead. Actually, diagram method muna pala tayo. Hindi ko na naaalala yung nilagay ko. So, ayan. Um, eto kasi, formula-based siya. Do parang umano naka-graph na rin siya, no? Kasi parang naka-table na lang yan. Kaya mo siyang gawin in a table. Pero, eto yung diagram method natin. Yung sinasabi kong AAASSS, lumilitaw siya dito. See? AQ times AP, AQ times SP, SQ times SP. Again, sa left natin, yun yung mga actual. Sa right natin, yun yung mga standard. Nagme-meet sila in the middle. Ayan. AQ times AP minus AQ times SP, MPV. AQ times SP, minus SQ times SP, MQV. Same goes for labor. AH times AR minus AH times SR equals labor rate variance. And then AH times SR minus SH times SR, you will get labor efficiency variance. Okay, move on tayo sa mix and yield muna. Ito kasi, hindi siya masyadong natackle sa amin. Pero nilagay ko na yung formula just in case. May memorize na lang kasi siya. Neverman. So, actual mix multiplied by actual quantity multiplied by actual price plus actual mix multiplied by actual quantity multiplied by standard price, you will get the material price variance. Tapos dito naman, actual mix multiplied by actual quantity multiplied by standard price plus standard mix multiplied by actual quantity multiplied by standard price, you will get the material mix variance. Tapos standard mix multiplied by actual quantity multiplied by standard price plus standard mix multiplied by standard quantity multiplied by standard price, you will get the material yield variance. Okay? Move on na tayo sa factory overhead. So ano, 1, 2, 3, 4, high five, charot. Ayun. So, corny mag-joke. Ayun. So, sa factory overhead, meron tayong one-way, two-way, three-way, and four-way. Ayun. Pero yung importante ditong magets nyo talaga is yung four-way. Siyempre, importante magets natin lahat to. Pero if makuha mo kasi si four-way, pwede mo nang i-derive from four-way yung three, two, and one-way. Gets ba? Though, syempre, kapag halimbawa, yung problem, short lang sila, tapos hinihingi yung sa two-way lang. Bakit mo pa gagawin si four-way para makuha sa two-way? Gets ba? So, importanteng maintindihan natin siya. And yung sa mamaya, mag-start tayong four-way all the way to one-way para isahang problem na lang matakal sila. Aralin na lang natin. Okay? Ayan. So, for this one, merong formulas, pero I opt to use the diagram method kasi mas madali siya. Nakikita mo lahat ng values compared doon sa pag formula, nakikita mo rin naman, di ba? Pero kasi parang mahirap yung memorize mo siya. Hindi ka mukha nito, pwede yung photographic memory. Ayun. One, two, and three-way. So, three-way muna tayo. Etong pinakataas, pagpapansinin itong controllable and total, huwag mo nang papansinin yan. So, first way is the actual factory overhead. Dito siya. Sa pinaka-left, actual factory overhead to. It means yung actual rate multiplied by actual hours and yung variable rate multiplied by actual hours. Ito yun. For budget, tapos yung next natin is yung budgeted based on actual hours. Dito, papasok yung budgeted fixed overhead natin plus variable overhead rate multiplied by actual hours. Tapos ito naman, budgeted based on standard hours. So dito yung budgeted fixed overhead, add natin kay variable overhead rate multiplied by standard hours. Okay? Kung mapapansin nyo, budgeted silang pareho sa fixed. Tapos yung sa variable, siya yung nag-iiba. Nagiging actual to, ito nagiging standard. So, for apply factory overhead, yun lang, factory overhead rate multiplied by standard hours and then variable overhead rate multiplied by standard hours. And then, ayun, you'll get the volume variance, efficiency variance, Volume variance ang nakalagay dito. This is supposed to be spending. Ayan. Okay na siya. Sorry, guys. I will share this again. Ayan. This is supposed to be spending variance. This is yung efficiency and this one is the volume variance. Okay? So, actual po less budgeted based on AH, spending variance. Budgeted less budgeted na naman, you will get efficiency. Budgeted on SH less applied factory overhead, you will get volume variance. Okay? Three-way. Nakuha na to. Okay? Ngayon, two-way. Bakit si two-way nandito siya sa baba? Kasi ano lang siya, you don't need to compute for this budgeted based on actual hours. You just need to compute for the budgeted on standard hours. So actual factory overhead less budgeted based on standard hours, you will get the controllable or budget variance. Tapos if budgeted based on standard hours, less mo si applied factory overhead, you will get the volume variance. Ngayon, yung one way, this is the actual less applied lang. So you will get the total overhead cost variance. If I'm not mistaken, lumitaw na tong actual less applied dun sa ano, sa accounting for factory overhead yata yun na lesson ng cost account or cost control, cost con. Pero ayun, ang important is nagigets yung, or alam niyo yung components ng uh, each of our variances or yung per line item dito. Ayan. Next, four-way. Four-way naman, sa four-way, separated dito yung fixed and variable. Unlike here kasi, di ba, ito, actual po already stands for actual factory overhead. Ito, factory overhead din. Kaya meron siyang component na fixed and variable. For this naman, may fixed lang, tapos may variable lang. So for four-way, actual fixed overhead, tapos dito, budgeted fixed overhead. Tapos dito, fixed overhead rate multiplied by standard hours. Okay? Tapos, actual fixed less budgeted fixed, you will get fixed spending variance. Budgeted fixed less itong FOR multiplied by standard hours, you will get fixed volume variance. Tapos dito, variable na tayo. Actual variable overhead less variable overhead rate multiplied by actual hours, you will get variable spending variance. And then VOR multiplied by AH less mo sa VOR multiplied by standard hours, you will get the variable efficiency variance. Ayun. It depends yata sa author, pero kasi minsan, ang hinihingi, budgeted variance, no? Kapag budgeted variance ang hinihingi, usually, ito yung fixed spending variance yon. Pero again, it depends sa author and kung ano yung tuturo ng prof nyo, yun yung sundan nyo. Pero kapag sinabing budgeted lang, it is this fixed spending variance. Tapos, kapag volume variance, ito yon, fixed volume variance. Variable efficiency kapag efficiency variance. Tapos pag spending variance, itong variable lang. Pero, ayun nga, it depends sa author and kung ano man yun. So kapag halimbawa binigyan kayong problem and then may choices nakalagay spending variance lang, syempre iisipin mo, dahil doon sa sinabi ko, ay variable spending variance lang yung ilalagay ko. Kasi yung fixed budgeted siya. Double check nyo muna if yung fixed and variable pag pinag-add nyo, lilitaw yung sagot. Kasi malaki yung chance. Baka yung fixed and variable, pag pinag-add, sila yung sagot if nandun siya dun sa choices. Ayun lang. Okay. Let's proceed sa problem solving. Ito yung lecture. Check nyo na lang, no? Para mas madali. Ito yung mga formula. Yung mga naka-formula. Tapos, meron din yung mga naka-diagram para mas madali siyang isolve. You can just check doon sa ating uh, loaded na materials. Credit sa gumawa nito. Credit sa gumawa nito. Yung gumawa nito kasi, yung father ko. So, thank you. Kasi mas napadali ang buhay ko. Tapos, ayun. Andito na tayo sa problem na pinipare ko. Start tayo sa materials and labor. Pinag-isa ko na lang sila para madali ang buhay. Okay? Ayan. So, start tayo. Bumbayo Company utilizes a standard cost system and records the materials purchase price variance at the time of purchase. The following information pertains to... Wait, hindi pala siya nakashare. Teka lang. Ayan. Again, ito pala yung mga formula. Hehe. Tapos, ito yung problem. Okay? Let's start na. Bumbayo Company utilizes a standard cost system and records the materials purchase price variance at the time of purchase. The following information pertains to a portion of the company's expenses to produce product Kinabumbum for the month of April 2025. Given si direct materials and si direct labor. Requirements. Yung 4 variants na tinuro ko. Diba? Eh di masaya. Okay. Para ano lang, matutunan natin ng mabilisan. So, ito yung formula based. Kapag formula based ka, ito yung susundan mo. Ayan o, may or pa para mas madali. 'Di ba? So, dito, susundan natin si ito, yung long cut. Long cut. Ayan. So, standard price multiplied by actual quantity. Teka lang, bago natin kukunin si quantity variance, ano yung gagamitin natin? Kasi dalawa yung quantity dito. May quantity purchase and may quantity used. So what we will be using is yung used. Kasi material quantity variance pertains to the material usage variance as well. Isa pang tawag dun is material usage variance. So, ang gagamitin natin si used. Okay? Okay. So, dito, again, let's start na. So, 5 standard unit price multiplied by 1/4, which is actual quantity used, minus, again, standard price, 5, multiplied by standard quantity, which is 1/2. You will get 1,000. Okay? Ang tanong, favorable or unfavorable? This is unfavorable. Bakit? Kasi, mas mataas yung actual kesa sa standard. Kaya nga, lumitaw na positive yung value eh, kaya naging unfavorable siya. Yes? Okay. Next, material price variance. For getting the material price variance, it depends yung sagot nyo. Pero kasi, based dito sa requirement, sabi, purchase price variance, di ba? So, you will base it sa purchase price. And based din sa problem natin, ang sabi, the materials purchase price variance at the time of purchase. Pero kapag sinabing materials price variance at the time of usage, you will use itong actual quantity. Pero dahil uh, dito, ang nakalagay ay purchase, you will use the purchase. Pero ang sabi sa akin ng aking mentor, kapag daw silent siya, tapos nakalagay lang is price variance, eh hinahanap din yung MQV. You will use yung use. Yun daw yung, ang tawag dito, yun yung default. Okay. Pero dito kasi, indicated naman na at the time of purchase siya. So, we will use yung at the time of purchase. So, actual price multiplied by actual quantity. That is 5.5 multiplied by 1.5. Less standard price. 5 multiplied by actual quantity. 1.5. You will get 750. Favorable or unfavorable? This is unfavorable. Kasi, mas mataas si actual kesa kay standard. Okay? Next. Tapos na tayo sa materials variance. Punta na tayo sa labor. Okay? Ang gagawin naman natin is, ayan, standard rate multiplied by actual hours minus standard rate multiplied by standard hours. This is to find the labor efficiency variance. Tingnan natin ito. So, standard rate, it's 10. Multiply natin kay actual hours, which is 480. Less natin si standard rate multiplied by standard hours, 500. You will get 200. Ano to? Favorable or unfavorable? This is favorable. Bakit? Kasi mas mataas si standard kay actual. Eh, di ba nga, ang gusto natin is minimize natin yung cost natin. So, as long as hindi ka tumataas kay standard, that is favorable most of the time. Okay? For labor rate naman, actual rate, 8 multiplied by actual hours, 480, less standard rate, 10 multiplied by actual hours, 480. You will get 960. Favorable or unfavorable? Again, this is favorable. Bakit? Again, let, ano siya, lesser yung actual sa standard. Yung standard natin, mas pataas. Kaya naging siyang favorable. Okay? Ayon. So, this is how you get the variances. Okay? Kaso, di pa tayo tapos dyan. Bakit? Bibigyan ko kayo ng way to solve it. Alternative na naman. Ganito yan. Um, minsan, before we use this, table, um, sabihin ko lang din na yun dito sa material price variance. Diba, na-mention ko kanina, minsan, uh, ang ginagamit is yung use. Kapag by default, kung walang sinasabing at the time of purchase, tapos nakalagay lang is price variance. Minsan naman, nakalagay na rin, purchase and use. Or halimbawa, isa lang yung given niya. Kapag ganon, usually, iisa lang siya. So, iisa lang yung gamit natin. And, nagmumukha siyang, paano ba? Paano ko explain? Sige, follow through muna natin to. So, AP times AQ. AP times AQ is equal to, ito, 5.5 times 1.5. You get 8,250. Tama ba? Ang hinahanap natin dito is si MPV. Ito. Ang sabi natin, ang gagamitin is si purchase. So, 5.5 times 1.5. Tapos si SP multiplied by AQ. Si purchase, again, yung gagamitin nating basis dito. So, si 1.5 ulit. Tapos multiply na standard price na 5. You will get 7.5. Tapos less mo lang, you will get 750. That is the MPV. Tama? Okay. Tapos dito, bakit yung SP times AQ iba? Again, kasi ang gamit natin for quantity is the usage. So, ang mangyayari, si SP natin is si 5 pa rin. Multiply natin kay use na 1, 4. You'll get 7,000. SP times SQ naman, standard price is 5. Multiply natin kay standard quantity is 1, 2. You'll get 6,000. Less mo, you will get 1,000. That is the MQ. Okay? Ngayon, ang sinasabi kong time, kasi minsan ganito siya. Wait lang. Copy ko to. Ano lang, example lang naman. Ano? Sige, charot. Yan. Anuhin natin siya. Yan. Si AP times AQ natin. For example, no, ang binigay is si, ang tawag dito? Si purchase, si purchase and use, 1.5 na siya. Um, this is assuming na wala to ha, wala tong value na to. Assuming na wala yung value na to, eto na yon. It means yung 1.5 yung purchase and use niya. So what we do is, yun lang, same lang. Actual price. Nasa na yun? Actual price multiplied by actual na purchase. Yun. Tapos ito, standard price multiplied, ay charot. Oh my God. Standard price multiplied by actual na purchase and use. Kita ba? Okay. Tapos dito, selling price, ay standard price. Selling price lagi yun nasabi ko. Sorry. Standard price multiplied by standard quantity. See? May changes saan yung changes natin? Sa values ng, ng ating uh, variances. See? Ayan. Kaso, nagiging ganito yung table kapag ano ha, kapag yung purchase and use, similar lang sila. Okay? Pero kapag hindi sila similar, there's no need to do this. Okay? Ganito siya. Separate talaga silang kinocompute. Nag-iiba yung SP times AQ dito sa parang second table to get the MQ. Okay? Okay, next na tayo. For labor variance naman, ayun, AR times AH, 8 times 480. You get 3840. Tapos ito, standard rate, 10 times AH. You get 48. Tama ba? Okay. Less mo, you will get 960. That is your LR. Nakuha mo na si 48 dito. Ngayon, standard rate naman multiply by standard hours. 10 times 500, you will get 5,000. Less mo, you will get 200. That, and then you will get the labor efficiency part. See? Kapag ganyan, yung iba kasi, mas nadadalian sila kapag ganyan siya. Yung parang naka-table siya or what do you call it? Diagram. Kasi ito parang diagram din siya. Pero like, yung pagka-diagram niya is, paano ba yan? Is parang table for, or what? Parang pa-vertical siya rather than the horizontal one na nakalagay here. Pero similar lang siya. You know? Ayan. Okay. Okay, so, done na tayo sa ating materials and labor. Move tayo sa factory overhead. And like I said, mas ma-appreciate yung diagram method here kapag tinuro na yung factory overhead. And ayun, kaso madugo yung factory overhead kasi maraming nangyayari. Gets ba? Eto, nilagay ko na rin dito yung, ano, yung formula method. If what yung itry, ito siya. Pero for this tutorial, I will be teaching yung diagram para mas madali intindihin. Since malapit na rin naman yung exam and since we're just covering the basics, diba? Start na tayo. So, ayan. Cinco Corp is a manufacturing company that specializes in the production of budget-friendly clothing to students. For the month of November, Cinco has reported the following expenses. So, ayun, given. Given na to. Ang nire-require is yung 4321 way. So, okay na rin. Kasi at least in this problem, matatakal natin lahat ng ways, di ba? So, ayun. Again, mag-start tayo sa four-way kasi pwede natin dinederive from the four-way. Yung three-way, two-way, and one-way method. Pero again, tingnan niya lang yung formula, talagang masasagot niyo siya. I'm telling you guys, masasagot niyo siya. Kahit na wala man yung four-way dyan, kahit na three-way yung paggawa sa inyo or two-way yung paggawa sa inyo, makuha niyo siya, just follow the formula nung nasa diagram natin. So, eto. Um, What did I tell you about four-way method? Ang four-way method separates si fixed at si variable. So, dito, ayan na siya. Ito na yung pro forma niya. You just do that. Copy mo lang. Ayan. Pero blanco pa yung amount, syempre. So, ayan. Ang una is actual fixed overhead daw. Ang actual fixed overhead natin, nakalagay ba? Yes, merong 31.8. Ito. Okay? Next, budgeted fixed overhead. Given ang budgeted fixed overhead? No. How do we determine the budgeted fixed overhead? We multiply the standard fixed rate per direct labor hour, which is 3. Multiply natin siya sa budgeted hours. Ano yung budgeted hours natin? Wala. Hindi natin alam yung budgeted hours natin. Pero may binigay na budgeted production level. And we can get the budgeted hours by multiplying yung production level, yung units na mapoproduce natin, and then yung direct labor hours per unit. Diba? Ma-determine natin ano yung budgeted hours natin. That is 20,000 times 0.5, you will get 10,000. Tama ba? And then, multiply mo ng 3, you will get 30,000. Tama? Okay. So, okay na si budgeted fixed overhead. Ngayon, ang sabi nito, fixed overhead rate, factory overhead rate ba? Fixed overhead rate yung nakalagay dito. Ang gagamitin natin is si, ah, nasa na siya? Fixed overhead rate. Eto, si 3. Si 3. Gagamitin natin si 3, fixed overhead rate. Multiply natin siya kay standard hours. Ngayon, paano natin madedetermine si standard hours? Wala namang standard, wala namang nakalagay, sabi. You just get the actual units produced. Tapos yung multiply mo siya sa standard hours per unit. Kasi ito yung na-produce mo. So, dapat yung hours na spend sa kanya, multiply mo lang dito. You will get that already, diba? So, 22,000 times 0.5, you get 11,000. Multiply by 3 equals 33,000. Okay? So, 31,800 minus 30,000, you will get 1,800. 30,000 minus 33,000, you will get 3,000. See? 1,800, favorable or unfavorable? This is unfavorable kasi mas mataas si actual. Tapos itong 3,000, favorable or unfavorable? This is favorable kasi mas mataas si standard. Okay? Yan. So, settled na. Nakadalawa na tayong variances dito sa four-way. Diba? Madali lang siya kapag ganun. Next, actual variable overhead. Given? Given siya. Ang nakalagay is 22,200. Tuloy ko lang. Tapos, sabi dito, variable overhead rate multiplied by actual hours. So, variable rate natin is 2. Multiply natin ng actual hours. How do we solve for the actual hours? Given ba siya? Given. Si 10,500. Kita? So, yun. Si 10,500, multiply lang natin sa 2. You get 21,000. Next, variable overhead rate multiplied by standard hours. The variable rate natin, 2. Again, 2 siya. Multiply natin sa standard hours. We already got the standard hours. That's 22,000 times 0.5, we get 11,000. Multiplied by 2, we get 22,000. Less natin itong dalawang to, we get 1,2. Less natin itong dalawang to, we get 1,000. Favorable or unfavorable ang spending variance for variable? That is unfavorable kasi mas mataas si actual. Ito naman. For variable efficiency variance, is it favorable or unfavorable? It is favorable kasi mas mataas si standard. Okay? So that's how you get the four-way variant. Madali lang, di ba? Kasi nakikita mo lahat ng nangyayari. And ayun. Nasa inyo naman kung paano siya solve. Pero ito yung easiest way to do it. Okay? Suggestion ko, you try to solve from test banks or yung mga nasa book nyo, tapos search nyo yung answer online, tapos try nyo yung method na to, if ito yung mas nag-work sa inyo, if hindi, sundan nyo tong formula method, di ba? And then, check nyo na lang. Next, three-way na tayo. Since nagawa na natin yung four-way, then, mas madali na lang yung ating three-way niyan. Okay? For three-way, actual factory overhead. Mind you, fixed overhead dito and variable overhead. What do we do to get the actual fixed overhead? We just add the two. So 31,800 plus 22,200, you get 54,000. So nakuha na natin si actual factory overhead. Check. Budgeted based on actual hours. So budgeted fixed overhead. Kailangan natin si budgeted fixed overhead. Saan natin mahanap si budgeted fixed overhead? Kanina, na-solve na natin siya. It is 30,000. Paano natin siya na-solve ulit? Si standard fixed rate. Multiply natin siya by budgeted production level. Yung hours na kailangan. So, 20,000 times 0.5 equals 10,000. Multiply by yung rate, it's 3. So, we get 30,000. So, 30,000 multiplied by 30,000, tapos add natin siya kay variable overhead rate multiplied by actual hours. That is 21,000, di ba? Kasi nga, ang nakuha natin ay si 2. Tapos, multiply lang natin siya kay 10,500. Okay, so 30,000 plus 21,000, you get 51,000. Okay? Clear na yon. Next, budgeted based on standard hours. So, si budgeted fixed overhead ulit. Nakuha na natin siya si 30,000. Ngayon, kailangan natin si variable overhead rate multiplied by standard hours. Si variable overhead rate is 2. Ang standard hours natin is 22,000 times 0.5 equals 11,000. We get 22,000. 30,000 plus 22,000 equals 52,000. Nakuha natin siya. Diba? Okay. Tapos, applied factory overhead. Ang applied factory overhead natin, yung rate lang multiplied by standard hours. So, si 2 times, ayan, factory overhead rate, ay fixed overhead rate, multiplied by standard hours, nasa na to? 22,000 times 0.5, 11,000. Tapos, 22,000 na yon kasi multiply mo siya kay variable. Tapos, si 11,000 multiply mo ulit kay fixed. That's 33,000. You get 55,000. Less mo lang. 54 minus 51, you get 3,000. Favorable and favorable. This is unfavorable kasi mas mataas si actual. 51,000 minus 52,000. You get 1,000. Favorable or unfavorable? It is favorable. Mas mataas si standard. And then, 52,000 minus 55,000. Favorable or unfavorable? This is favorable. Kasi mas mataas si standard. And then you get the variances based dun sa three-way method. Ganun siya. So, ito yung spending variance, ito yung efficiency, ito yung volume. Kita? Ito naman, ayan, nakita nyo? Parang hiniwa-hiwalay lang siya. Okay? Pwede mo na rin i-derive eh. Actually, pwede mo na siyang i-derive. Kasi nga, kapag hiningi si efficiency variance, ang sabi ko kanina, si variable yon, di ba? Tapos si spending variance naman, etong dalawa lang na pinagsama. Okay? So again, sinabi ko, halimbawa, four-way yung hiningi. Ang hiningi si budget variance. Depende sa author, minsan ang budget variance natin is si fixed spending variance. Tapos si spending variance natin si variable lang. Pero you always try na 1/8 plus 1/2 kasi minsan kapag nasa choices yun, malaki yung chance ito na yung spending variance niya, yung 3,000 na total spending variance. Okay? Ayun. Okay, next sa two-way na tayo, no? So sa two-way naman, gayahin na lang natin yung ginawa natin kanina. Etong si actual factory overhead, nakuha na natin, si 54,000. Tama ba? Next, we get itong budgeted based on standard hours. Nakuha na rin natin siya si 52,000. Tapos etong applied factory overhead, si 55,000. Okay? Less 54,000 minus 52,000, we get 2,000. 52,000 minus 55,000, we get 3,000. Okay? 2,000 is this favorable or unfavorable? It is unfavorable kasi mas mataas si actual kesa kay standard. And then ito naman, mas mataas si standard kesa kay actual, which is why it is favorable. Okay? Nakuha na si two-way. Ngayon, si one-way na lang. Madali na lang siya kasi si actual minus applied lang siya. So, si 54,000, uulit lang siya dito sa actual. Tapos, si 55,000, uulit lang siya kay applied. Less mo lang sila, you will get 1,000. Is it favorable or unfavorable? It is favorable. Ayan. Napapansin niyo parang pinag-add-add lang sila eh. For example, ito, si controllable at saka si budget. Diba si spending variance, add mo lang siya kay efficiency variance, makukuha mo na siya. Nakita nyo? And then si volume, same lang. Tapos itong si overhead, total overhead variance. Silang lahat lang i-total mo. So 3,000, 3,000, cancel out, makuha mo si 1,000. Ito na yan. Pwede rin kung ano, ito, 3,000 plus 2,000. May 1,000 na matitira. You see? So ganun lang siya. Yun yung pinakamadaling way to explain this topic. You can try by answering more problems sa mga libro. Pero that is as easy as it gets when it comes to solving using the diagram method. Kasi hindi lahat naiintindihan yung kapag formula lang siya since daming minamemorize, ang daming minamemorize. Pero ayun, I hope you learned a lot dito sa topic na to kasi ito yung topic na ayun, medyo matagal siya bago ko siya na-gets. Pero eventually, ayun, madali na lang siya. So, ayun, I hope you all pass your examinations and ayun, see you on the next one. Thank you.